hi there. You may be wondering why I'm just videotaping myself reading a book, but it's World Book Day! Hey! Other writers rejoice. Other writers rejoice. But anyway, the current book I am reading, and I just lost my page. Great. Current book I am reading is Afterworlds by Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, which I normally butcher his name for some reason. Westerfeld is really hard for me, and I usually say like Westfelder. Sorry, Scott. The motto on the front is Darcy writes the words and Lizzie lives them. Obviously, that sounds very Pride and Prejudice-esque. Darcy and Lizzie are essentially two protagonists in this story. This is a coming-of-age story about Darcy as an emerging young adult writer who wrote Afterworlds, which I finally understand this cover. I don't read paper books with the, paper on the cover because you don't want to ruin them. You want them to be pretty on the shelf forever. But I finally understand the cover. I'm going to leave you to figure out what that means. It's very emphasized, it won't be hard. The concept is pretty cool because it alternates every other chapter between Darcy's story and the one she created, Lizzie's story. The book itself, Afterworlds, is named after Lizzie's story. It's a really cool concept. I have a couple of issues with it in ways that I feel like should have been real issues, but maybe not. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? Darcy's story is alright. I'm thinking maybe by the end there will be some big revelation how she relates to Lizzie. I'm kind of getting vibes. To be continued, essentially. So far, the book's getting like a 3.7 star from me. The book I just finished reading a couple nights ago was He Shall Thunder in the Sky by Millie Peabody, which I was reading in my last video. We'll say February was a intensely busy month. It is the story of Millie Peabody and her Egyptologist family during the year 1915, I believe. 1914. But anyway, you've got all this World War I stuff that's been thrown in the mix. It's virtually impossible to escape the war. And if you manage to escape, someone you love dearly probably didn't. The end of this book made me throw the book with joy, which is a new thing for me. Read the Amelia Peabody series. And then there's my to be read. I have spring break approaching, thank God. It is my last semester and I need that break. I need that break. There are 3 books I think I'm going to try to get through. Possibly more, who knows. I am very ambitious. You saw my February to read list and then you saw what I actually read in February, so, this is a much more manageable list. First one is a book called Cloud House by this dude. Cool art. The art on the front though, I saw this and I was like, I know this, and I realized it was because he has it as a tattoo, and he'd been talking about it back in high school, so I was really intrigued. I was like, why is this book, the cover, his tattoo, what, need to find out. And it's got illustrations. It's interesting. It's not your normal book, but it's just like a collection of different kinds of art in a sense. I think it's gonna make my literature-y self kind of happy. The next to read that I have, I am also really excited about, and it is The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. I didn't really know it existed until recently, and I immediately bought it online so that it could be at my apartment in 2 days. Once again, I never read Percy Jackson, but I read Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. It's really good, and it's really interestingly written. Rick Riordan has a really good ability to mesh together mythology, which are essentially just old stories, with new stories in a way that is really relatable. And funny, actually. He's really funny. I like it. When I saw that he'd written something on Egyptology, I was like, yep, buying that. Buying that. I mean, one day I'll take you through my bookshelves. Probably altogether have a full shelf dedicated to just Egypt. My third read, I'm actually also really excited about. It is The Importance of Being Earnest. I saw the movie a while back. It was pretty good. I don't remember it 100% well though, which is good. It's been long enough that I can read it without preconceived ideas. This is my last one on my to be read list. I have a couple of books in mind that aren't on this list, but I haven't solidified when I'm gonna read them. Surprise on the next video if I have. That's really all for now. Cheers!